morning, guys. Today I woke up to crazy news about Tom Hanks, and the situation is getting worse about coronavirus. Last night I went to the supermarket just to get my local groceries, and all the pasta was sold out pretty much. A lot of canned food is sold out, especially tuna and beans. Toilet paper, there was no toilet paper as well, so I'm not usually the one to panic, but I think I need to prepare myself a little bit more in case of a little quarantine in London, because right now the biggest country for risk is France. I think things could get a bit worse here in terms of things shutting down and people feeling isolated and being isolated, and I am already quite isolated myself with the way I live and the way I work. So I think I just need to prepare a little bit, and I had a funny thought that right now I'm obviously dieting for my show, so I really understand calories, but if people are thinking about survival in terms of maybe grocery stores shutting down, you need to buy a lot of calorie dense foods. So the types of foods that people who diet avoid, things like butters, oils, chocolates, and things are also price friendly. What I mean is that per 100 grams of a certain amount of food you have the most amount of calories, because for the body, again, only calories matter. It doesn't matter what you eat. So things like peanut butters as well. Of course, be careful, because if the situation is maybe we are all overreacting and things will get under control, you will end up in a house full of junk food. So I would recommend, and what I will do for myself as well, stocking up on things that I would buy anyway. So maybe a couple of nut butters, more rice, more pasta, more buckwheat, a lot of grains, and canned fish for sure. In terms of meat, I think I might buy some high fat and just like normal fat ground beef. I will just definitely freeze some meat. Eggs don't really have a long shelf life, so that won't work. I will show you what I get. I probably will get quite a lot of frozen vegetables as well, just to go with my everyday food. I don't really worry. I think for me right now, the biggest thing that concerns me is being stuck in London, because I see that US cancelled a lot of flights from Europe, and in the case of a situation getting bad, I worry that, oh my god, what if I won't be able to see my family, even though I think in Russia things are not as bad nearly as in Europe. So I think that's my only concern, being stuck in a country and not being able to see my family for some time. But this is life, we have to survive. I mean, in the end of the day, it's not as bad as war, and we humans have gone through other phases as well. So let's see what happens. One more thing, definitely stock up on, I think, sugar, salt, and flour. Those like the basic things, because you can make anything with those ingredients. One more thing, you know, I have my weird, crazy hair, and it's a lot, and you guys seem to like it, but my mom has really wavy hair, and my father has very straight hair. And I met this girl from WeWork last year, and she said that there is a method called curly girl method, that if you have even a bit of wave in your hair, like I do, for example, like this is how we just dried naturally overnight, that I should try curly girl method. And I think what the method is, you wash your hair with conditioner, no shampoo, and then when it's still wet, you kind of go like this, and it stays wavy, and you're not allowed to brush. So I might try that out and make like a special video about all of it. Doing a morning walk. Can you hear the birds? So nice. London feels like such a village sometimes. And my morning walks without Lola, because she's sleeping. She wakes up at around, I don't know, 10 a.m. at least. And look how bright it is. Right now it's around 6 o'clock. I've been walking for half an hour. Today I'm doing just a walk without my headphones, just my thoughts. And lately what I've been liking to do is to set myself some kind of destination. So for example, there's a couple of Starbucks around my area that open at 6 o'clock. So I know that once I get there around 6, I can get a coffee and walk back. It's almost like a little reward. Of course, you can just get your own coffee and carry it, but it's just like a nice little destination to go to. Otherwise, you might be aimlessly going around. Coffee has been acquired, don't judge me. I got the not reusable cup. I need to invest in one. Please let me know if you know any good brands that are not leakable, light and durable, please. I've lived in London for over 10 years now, and I've used these bikes, the public transport bikes, maybe once. I don't like cycling. It's just my lack of balance. I'm scared of cars being hit, but I do have experience cycling and I just don't want to. So if you're my friend and you ever want to hang out, don't suggest bicycles. I will reject. One thing I never also understand when YouTubers say, please like and subscribe. I'd rather you comment, because if you like and subscribe, I see all these numbers, but there's 0 comments. It's creepy, I think. I'd rather just have no subscribers and no likes, but comments of real people. Even haters, sometimes it's quite funny to read. So comment something. Who you are, what's your age, what's your occupation, how safe are you from coronavirus? Please be safe, wash your hands many times a day. Question of the day for you guys. What did you have for breakfast this morning? Because if you don't want to say who you are, how old you are, and keep your identity mysterious for me for whatever reason, just tell me what you had for breakfast. I'll be very, very interested. And maybe you'll give me some good ideas for breakfast. I have a social observation from personal experience. Let me know if you agree. I feel like in the morning, because there's nobody around, it's very easy to say good morning to people. I don't think any other time of the day you actually can casually look at somebody on the street, just say like, good afternoon. That's just weird, no? Or good evening. That's creepy. Good night. That's also weird. Just like this in the morning right now, there's so few people that come across on my way. So like a runner, somebody who is cycling, everybody just kind of looks at each other and smiles. Please let me know your thoughts if you do think that saying good morning is less awkward than saying good afternoon or good evening. I think so, no? Hi everybody, welcome to the London vlog. Today is a gloomy day. I'm just in East London in this little nice square with beautiful, colorful doors, and my dog. Lola, say hi. We actually wanted to get into the square over here, but the sign says no dogs. Please keep this park a dog-free area. Lola, what do you have to say to this? Kind of rude, but gotta follow the rules. Listening to a podcast, walking Lola, getting some steps in together with her. I think she's also gonna get leaner the longer I prep, because walking is my definitely favorite form of cardio. One of my most favorite buildings in London. It's so stunning. Just the whole details are so beautiful. Lola, should we move here? I just love it. I'm not sure how it's like inside, if it's well maintained, if the fixtures are great, but it just looks so beautiful. Having a little rest on the steps because we walked for about 45 minutes. And Lola is being a bit lazy when she tries to basically sit down instead of walking. But in the podcast I'm listening right now, there was a very interesting thought where they were discussing therapy and mental health, and the 2 main reasons why people feel great about it. The number 1 reason is because by going to therapy in the first place, they feel like they are doing something about their problem without even actual therapy help. And the second point is about benefit of the therapy, about talking to somebody, about expressing your thoughts. So I thought the first point was very interesting. When you have a problem and you're doing something about it, that's already helping you. Even before that step, I think there comes a place where actually you have to recognize you have a problem in the first place. So yeah, understand you have a problem, do something about the problem. Struggling to find the coffee shop, but there's a big work. And sadly I forgot my card, so we can't get in and have a coffee together. But I think there's a Starbucks, or we might just save money and have one at home. But yeah, work. There's so many in London, I think over 50 right now. My abs are slowly coming back. Something I do enjoy the prep is not even the lines on my body and feeling more athletic. It's just overall feeling of being lighter. If you imagine yourself, for example, I don't know, grocery shopping and buying a few bottles of water that are 1 liter, let's say 5, you carry it home and it's quite heavy. And if you just imagine that your body does carry that body fat that's extra, that's not necessary. But overall, I just feel like lighter. It's a nice feeling. I feel like I have more energy even though I'm eating in a calorie deficit, I'm training, I'm increasing my daily activity. And I'm not saying you have to be lean to be healthy and you have to get rid of extra weight. I'm just observing that when you do lose some body fat, everyday activities are much easier. I'm running up escalators on the underground. I walk with a more spring in my step day to day. I have more endurance, I feel. Even on long walks with Lola, I feel like I can go on for longer and my body feels great in that way. And I'm 100% not saying it's better to be lighter than being heavier. I'm just saying that if you've never experienced different body weight in your life, for example, you're always steady weight and you consider yourself, I don't know, maybe a little bit overweight, or maybe you want to lose a few extra pounds. Apart from aesthetic goals and maybe feeling a bit more confident in your body because of whatever body type you find more attractive, because body standards vary everywhere. But just imagine how it would feel in comparison of when you get home and you drop your grocery bags and you can walk without them. It feels much easier. You feel like you can keep on walking. This is the sort of feeling I'm trying to describe. I'm gonna eat lunch now, super hungry. I'm gonna have something quick, probably like canned tuna with some salad. And sometimes my meals are very creative and beautiful looking. Today for lunch I'm having the most boring and simple. It's a can of tuna and half packet of microwavable rice from Tilda. So it's like about 125 grams of rice and some lettuce. Literally that's it. The rice was actually flavored, so it makes it a little bit better. And I put a touch of obviously salt and pepper and some sweet chili sauce, only 10 grams of that, because when you are dieting you need to make sure you measure all your sauces as well, and they have a lot of hidden calories and sugar. So if you do put any sauces, I just recommend you weigh it out, unless you're not tracking. In that case, have fun. Hey guys, guess what I'm up to on this lovely afternoon, having a little break from work. I got these antibacterial wipes, as you do during coronavirus. They're actually great because I hardly see anywhere available. I feel like they're all sold out, but I found some. So what I'm doing with my wipes, because we wash our hands right now with a lot of soap, antibacterial, whatever, but I think we forget about handles. So for example, sometimes maybe in the past, before the whole coronavirus, or maybe because some things look clean in your house but you're not sure, what I do, I just take the antibacterial wipes and I go through any sort of like handles in the kitchen, any cupboards that I open frequently, like this one for example, that's not actually for kitchen. I store like my notebooks and some bills, papers and old diaries. So I'm just going through this. I also wiped my keys because I feel like keys are very dirty. I wipe my mobile phone now, try to do it every day. Or maybe like the lock on your door, your keyboard on your computer, very important, your mouse, anything that you touch, maybe in the past with dirty hands. So wipe everything you have. And Lolly's playing with something, so apologize about the noise. Also your trash bin, kettle handle, basically anything that you can touch with your hands in the past. So I'm on a big wiping project right now, and I know it's not super ideal to use the wipes, they're not really environmentally friendly, but I think right now we're trying to save the humanity. And to boost your vitamin C, to boost your immune system, I do recommend you guys consuming extra fruits and vegetables as always, but especially citrus. So lemon or grapefruit, just squeeze half of it or whole of it in the morning with your water, drink through a straw, boost yourself. You can get, of course, vitamin C tablets like these, any basic ones. because you need to help your body to fight whatever comes your way, not just coronavirus. I feel like just day to day having great immune system is so beneficial. You don't ever have to get sick, you feel great, you feel amazing. I made protein ice cream and I think the consistency is amazing. Ooh, it's actually like ice cream. All it is, guys, is just a normal protein shake with frozen blueberries, a bit of ice, and almond milk. And then I popped it into the freezer so that it kind of stays ice cream consistency.